start with purchasing a domain name, and as mentioned before, we're going to use GoDaddy. So I'm just doing here a little search for a particular domain name, and we see that it comes up here that it is available. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. You can see you can purchase a number of different ones, .org, .us, and GoDaddy loves to try to get you to buy extra things while you're purchasing a domain name. I just say no thanks to all these and continue on my way. Now for registration length, I'm going to do 1 year here. If you're serious about this site, you probably want to do 5 years, because that's one thing that Google takes into consideration, is the length of time that you are owning it. So as you see here again, I'm just pressing next on everything, and we're going to get to the final page here. A domain name for 1 year is very cheap, and I'm going to continue to checkout. I have my whole account set up here, so if this is your first time using GoDaddy, you'll have to fill in the credit card information and all that. So with it already in the system, I just click yes, I agree, click submit, and I've just ordered this domain name for the next year. So the next thing I'm going to do here is sign up for hosting, and hosting is where your website lives. And so what I want to do here, GoDaddy has WordPress specific hosting, so I chose that in the hosting menu. I'm going to choose the deluxe plan here. If you plan on ever making more than one website, the deluxe plan is the way to go. If you're just doing one site, you can probably get away with doing the economy. Again, GoDaddy tries to get you to buy a bunch of extra things. Just press no thanks. And you're looking at around $80 here for hosting for 1 year for your new website. So for under $100, you can start a website, get it up, get it hosting, and have it running for a year. So I click OK there, and I am now set up with hosting and a domain name. So the last thing I need to do here is actually connect the hosting and the domain name. And the way that I do that is by going to web hosting here and launching the one that says new account. Now you may need to wait 10 minutes or so after you've purchased the domain and the hosting before this will show. So you go to the first, agree to the license, and then type in a login name, and this will be your login to access your website, and will also be the password where you will access your website. So just choose something that you'll remember. And here's where you're going to select the domain name, and you can see I have a number of them here in GoDaddy, but if you've just purchased the one will show up, and so you'll connect that hosting account with that domain name. And here's the WordPress details. So just enter your email address and the title of your website. It's called a blog here, but it'll actually be the title of your website. So if you have a company name, it'd be a good place to put that. Do PHP 5 if you have a choice other than 5. That's the latest version of PHP. And click finish, and you're good to go. You have just connected your hosting with the domain name that you purchased, and now we will go and start putting this website together. After you have purchased the domain name and set up the hosting, you wait a couple hours and you can actually type in the domain name you just purchased, and you'll see a screen that looks exactly like this, and this is your new website. So what we're going to do now is go to the back end of the website to make the edit. So you type in wp-login.php at the end of the domain name, and then you'll come to this screen, type in your username and password that you set up in GoDaddy, click login, and you come to the back end, the content management system part of WordPress.